community. We out, of course, we got the celebration popping off today, and we're gonna be over at the Millennium Community School, and the whole thing today is, first off, we're gonna do the Divine Conversations from 10 to 12. I'll go back through it. We're gonna do Divine Conversations from 10 to 12, and then at 1, we will start the movie Race War, and have a discussion after that. Then we'll close out, and then the rest of the days of Kwanzaa family celebrate at a home. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you can join us here on Geometry Journey as we do our discussions as we usually do, but we are moving towards the end of the year. Maybe we could talk about today how we want to end the year. Maybe we could talk about some of the highlights for the community this year, because we did a lot of work this year, family. We did a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that we could have did better, but there's a lot of stuff that we accomplished. You know what I'm saying? That you don't do nothing without being able to look back and be like, damn, we could have. You know what I'm saying? The couldas is always there, but the one thing that's not there for us and G&J is what we could have did or what we should have did. You understand? We got out there and we got busy. We had a successful Malcolm X Festival. We had a successful Marcus Garvey Day. You know what I'm saying? We had successful groups all the way up until Kwanzaa. We had Kwanzaa performances. So, these cultural stabilizing celebrations are like landmarks. This is why you got to place them strategically throughout the year, because at these points we come together and we share the progress, or we demonstrate the progress we made between the celebrations and between the years. So there should be constant growth, constant rebuilding, constant things going on, so that we can monitor ourselves as a people. Family, so as y'all usually know, I'm going to give y'all time to get in. Let me go on and set up this. The black signal has gone out. The black signal has gone out. Anybody joining the show this morning that would like to be a part of the Daily Toaster crew, you text Toaster to 77292. Toaster to 77292. The black signal will be going out, letting people know about the Kwanzaa celebration today, because later at 6 o'clock is riots, and is at Millennium Community School. We're gonna represent, but I gotta get over and get some stuff ready. Make sure that stuff is aligned. I gotta hook up with some of my teammates, even though because this is that downtime of year for a lot of people. This is where it get busy, super busy for me. It's like, shit, I've been going to work every, what I'm saying? I actually been going to my adventure every day. My adventure just extends through this time of the year, and I'm fortunate enough to where I was able to take off all of the days for Kwanzaa, because it gives me time to get some perspective, give me time to try to master some of the new tools that I'm getting, seeing what I need to improve as far as the broadcast. It gives me time to build up my database. You understand what I'm saying? Build up the database from Kwanzaa so that we can move, and hopefully we don't have to do a shift like we did this year, because I was so excited about the first black signal, but now, I'm saying, I'm finding something a little bit better, even though like with the text to quiz and random selection piece didn't work right. You know what I'm saying? We still had 3 prize winners. I'm going to send out a signal today while we're watching the movie, so that people can, I can have the 4th prize today. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'm still waiting for the 3rd prize to come through. If it don't come through, of course, Brother Tim is going to make good on his word. And But the first prize winner that won Dr. Kelsey's book and a $25 gift card is Miss Tiandra Finch. Um, the second winner for because the first one's for Moja, the second one for Coogee Chagalia was Sheila Sales. Congratulations, I got her prize. But she might be mad at me because she might have already had the books, but she didn't have the shea butter, and I still got to get her because Gina, my road manager, she left the that's Gina's title. She the road manager. She left the lip balm. I got her some. So she got the Cerebral Lux, she got the lip balm, and she got a thing of the shea butter, nice and creamy. I've been using it, and look at my skin, I'm just glowing up in this. Look at that, man. Yeah, it just feels so good, and so we're gonna have vendors there, family. So come on out. Hopefully, people talking. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing beats word of mouth. Something coming from somebody you don't know, a random text. I mean, it get your attention. But you hearing about the good time you had. And also, let's talk about some of the good times that you may have had at Kwanzaa as well. And how here we have one of the livest Kwanzaas, dog. People don't even understand it, man. I mean, Columbus is really, really, truly blessed in the position that we are in the country. One, I mean, I know y'all don't like winter, but position wise, we could be in almost, if we flying, we could be anywhere in America in less than 8 hours, right? Except for Hawaii, right? And driving, you know what I'm saying? We're pretty close to all all of the major thoroughfares or major cities, because I don't want nobody to think their city's not major, but you could be at those big cities. We're 7 hours from Chicago, right? We're 8 hours from, where I know people that did New York drive in 8 hours, and some even less than that. I don't know how they do that shit. New York, you know what I'm saying? We about 8 hours from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 10, you know what I'm saying? But we are within a 10-hour. We got a little arc as far as driving around us that's about 10 hours where we could be to major cities, including some in Canada, in less than 10 hours, right? So we are in a very strategic place, and it's very important that we really start realizing the position that we hold in this country and the sway that is possible for us to actually have. You know what I'm saying? Because it's incredible to me. I don't believe I just did that. It's incredible to me that a lot of us don't take advantage of it. Now I know some people out here, we got some. Y'all really need to understand. We got some true ballers, true hustlers, true international stars here in Columbus that are doing some great things. You know what I'm saying? And they going up under the radar. They're not the millionaires and stuff like that, but they're linking up and doing some real nation building work. So I want to salute all of those out there. I want to salute all of the people who did come in. And another piece that we could talk about today is the power of your word, because we didn't really get a chance to get to that yesterday. The importance of your word. I don't believe I just did that, but I just did it. Damn, I hate when I do just dumb shit like that. What's up, Brother Shaka? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. We out here grinding, grind time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just up because, like I said, I have to go over to the school and get set up for the Kwanzaa celebration today. Like I said, come check out the movie. We want to have discussion. And on top of that, we want people to share the fact that we're going to be seeing. How you doing, Miss Wilkerson? You know what I'm saying? Doc, what's up, Doc? You know what I'm saying? Family, we want people to see the movie. We want people to have discussions about the movie as well as share. Because this is from a brother known as the Black Authority, Jason Black. He has done 3 documentaries, and I enjoyed all of them. This one I like a lot. It's called Race War, and in it they discuss what's going on in America and proclaim that there's a race war. A lot of people don't understand it, right? And don't see what's going on. And not only does he interview people, black people, you know what I'm saying, people that's involved in the struggle, right? He interviews actual white supremacists, and is a great discussion because it allows you to get some clarity, right? Because that's what a lot of people need. We need clarity. We need to because one of the things I was discussing with one of my brothers yesterday, one of the warriors yesterday. I need this for tonight, so I need to pack it up so I don't forget it. But one of the things I was discussing with one of the brothers yesterday is that we have woke is, he said woke is the new Jordans, right? Woke is the new Jordans, right? And I feel that, and I say, and one of the things we have is we have a lot of woke people that stand in bed. Let me say that again. We got a lot of woke people that are staying in bed, right? It's one thing to be woke and be up and be active. It's another thing to be woke and just be laying around. We got people hogging information. We got people not sharing information. We got people with information that could be useful, laying back. You know what I'm saying? We got people that know so much and stand around like this and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just be, and it's like, yo, like I said, this is why I talk about finding your tribe, finding true allies to make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? But first, you got to start building up. I love naps, but I stay woke. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you take naps and shit, but gotta, get up. You know what I'm saying? Stop laying down. A lot of us is laying down on this woke shit. Yeah. I'm up. Stop touching me. You know how some of y'all be when y'all be asleep. I'm woke. We ought to have that person in our life that'll sit up there and argue with you with their eyes closed and talking nonsense. I'm woke, man. I'm woke. Leave me alone. I'm watching the damn movie. How you watching a movie with your eyes closed? Yeah, shut up. Shut up. The square root of pi. I'm woke. That's how some of you are. We got to be honest about that. And it's cool. You trying. You trying. You got to shake that sleep spirit off. All right? Just curious. Why would someone hog info to what end? Well, it's sort of like, now check this out. This is where myth comes in handy. All right, check this out. Or even fairy tales. Check this out. Have you ever wondered what a dragon would do with a princess, or what a dragon does with gold? You remember those stories about the dragons? And the dragons coming to the village to snatch the maidens, and the dragon dragon just like gold and just stores the gold. Right? And the question that a lot of people don't never ask is, the dragon, it ain't like the dragon gonna go to the market and spend that shit. I mean, he can't have sex with the woman. What in the fuck does this dragon want with this girl? What does this dragon want? What do the dragon need to go for? And it makes no sense. And what we got is, we got a lot of scholarly dragons. You know what I'm saying? They just want to feel good about having it. And that dragon represents a quality that's in a lot of us that just want to sit on shit, not really make a move. I just want to be able to have it and floss it. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then I give you a little shine of it and challenge you to come good. He gonna make gold fronts. Shaka, that's what, man. Shut up, man. Get off my. Oh my God. He go. Hey, but that would be kind of fly, right? The dragon say, "Hey, what you doing with the gold? I'm gonna melt it down and make some gold fronts. I need the local dentist. Give me that pretty broad. I'm gonna get her to make me some gold fronts." So we gotta grab your water, grab your glass. We're gonna go through. Let's see. Somebody else says something else. But really, you ask. So why do people? What they call it? Why do some people hoard? It's a mental disorder. It's something going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a sense of lack. There's a sense of importance that comes when you have a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You waiting for that next emergency. I'm guilty of that shit. I got keys that I don't even use. You know what I'm saying? All because I had a nightmare one day that I had to get into a room and I didn't have the key that I need. And it just happened to be an old key that I threw away. So I've been holding on to keys forever. So I think this year maybe I might get rid of some useless keys. Nah, keep my goddamn keys. Holding on to my keys like I'm holding on to the water. You know what I'm saying? Because one of them might open. Even though the chances are, I know the statistical chances of me running into a lock that one of these keys is going to work in is slim to none. So I guess I'm going to have to go on and lighten up my keychain. I'm feeling kind of bad right now. Feel like a dragon. What you going to do with all those keys? I'm going to make gold fronts. Matter of fact, that would be a good children's story, Shaka. You just gave me an idea. The dragon with gold fronts. Don't forget to stop through and get. All right, I'm gonna stop through. What's up? What's up? All right, family. You know what I'm saying? This our thing. So I'm gonna say no more. I'm gonna say no more. So hit me up. We talk after the show on my way up there. But family, it's about to go down. But I just want to say, family, we have had a beautiful time. I want to thank my first co-host, Sister Navita, came out, did her thing. Thank you very much. She deserves a round of applause for stepping up and doing her thing, representing the community in a beautiful way. Get that audience together. They ain't loud enough. Ain't loud enough. Get them louder. All right. And second night, me and Jill had to do that, right? Jill got So Moses was Navita. Sister Chocolate was with Sister Jill. We have people that didn't show up. Once again, I get back into that word thing, right? Your word, right? Do what you say you gonna do. Family, we can't build. See, one of the things that is important in nation building is consistency. Like I said, honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. If you practice honor, loyalty, and sacrifice, you're gonna be consistent on the shit that you do. Be consistent, nigga. I don't mind if you be late. I'm late all the time. But I do what I say I'm going to do. And if I can't, then I try to have that discussion. You know what I'm saying? And I know we all slip sometimes, but be consistent. Do what you say you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, family, really, all we got is all we really got. And the major thing that we need to be able to depend on as a people is our word. What type of people we going to be if we don't have word? Right? Every successful group has an honor code. Every successful group has an honor code. This shit is acceptable. This shit is not acceptable. This shit is acceptable. This shit is not acceptable. Now, we got acceptable and unacceptable shit, but we don't have the mechanism together yet to really deal with those who are acting out of pocket. We need to help you get back in the pocket, right? Because everybody could belong to their own community, which is cool, as long as you like. But as Don Corleone say, as long as your interest does not interfere with mine, we have no problem. We done here, right? As long as your interest does not conflict with mine or my tribe. Let me put it more like that. We have no problems. So Umoja Night, we have Sister Novita, Kuji Chakalia, me and Sister Jill did it. On Ujima, we had the dynamic Miss Madonna Hill who came out. She deserves a round of applause because she put her foot in it. Also, want to send shouts out to Brother Quasi Lowe for hosting the poetry piece. And, you know, Night 4, we had the indomitable Lady J on stage. Give it up for her. She did a great job too. Just a quick review, family. First night, I don't even have to go by memory. We want to send shots out to Catherine Willis, and wait, hold on. Yeah, Shirley Freeman and the community choir. They did Umoja Night and Ujima Night for the they did the Black National Anthem. Give it up for them. They kept their word. They stepped up strong. They did the matter of fact, they did 2 pieces. Lean on me when you're not strong. Right? You know what I'm saying? And then also, man, I don't know the name of the sister that came up on Kuji Chagalia and took the lead when nobody else was there to sing the Black National Anthem. No, she did that on Ujima. She came up, she led it, right? Once again, we got people falling off, but then what happens is we start finding out the top talents of people in our community. And family, this is key to nation building, right? In ancient societies, right? And you know, before we was really super clicking up, right? We all had to do everything. You know what I'm saying? I had to be able to build a house. I had to be able to make a spear. I had to be able to I had to be able to skin the animal. I had to be able to get the meat out the animal. We had to be able to go and forage. We had to be able to do everything. That's how ancient people survived. That's how before quote-unquote civilization, you know what I'm saying? Well, because actually some of those people are more civilized than motherfuckers live in cities, so we got to come up with a different term. But ancient societies, I'm trying to think of a word. Old societies or young societies, when you're forming, everybody got to be able to do everything, because your family's ability to survive depended on your ability to survive. As men and as women, it depended on our individual abilities to survive. But as we started building tribe, what tribe allowed us to do was to start becoming masters in certain areas. Yes, I held on to some of the skills, right, but I didn't have to focus as much on building the house if I was an excellent hunter, because that would be a waste of skills. If I was the best hunter and Shaka was a better house builder, I could go on and do the hunting, and Shaka could do the house building, and I would have a shelter, and Shaka would be able to eat. So you had this collective work and responsibility going on, and it allows people to master. And the more advanced we got, and the more people we got that we trusted in the tribe, the more we will be able to sectionalize the work. This is how society works. You have individuals that come in that could do certain things, till eventually you get to a point where you got people that can't do, you know what I'm saying? You rely on everybody around you skills to do stuff. And because the society has been developed in such a way, you have a skill that you're able to master, and you're able to exchange goods or fiat currency in order to get stuff done. See, a society depends on cooperation, right? Everybody has to find their Habari Gani. Habari Gani. Everybody got to find their, you know what I'm saying? And once you find that, that's how you start structuring the tribe around people with purpose and skills that they are good at. And not only are they that they're good at, but it allows you to find what it is that you love and find a way to make it useful to the collective, right? So back to some of the talent, and then I'll go and check some of the comments. So going back to that whole honor code, family, when you let down the tribe, when you know what I'm saying, when you let down the tribe, when you deceive the tribe, when you lie to the tribe, what you're doing is you're becoming a breakdown in, for lack of a better term, you're becoming like a disease in the organism. You're becoming something that makes the organism sick, because a society is basically a group of humans. If you was to look at it, it's like a group of cells that form an organ, that form a body. So when you're not functioning right, when you're not able to keep your word, because if the skin cell is no longer able to keep its word, it becomes cancerous. And either it has to be discarded or destroyed. It has to be removed. So when we start doing stuff, and especially if you try, and you're not a person of honor, loyalty, and sacrifice, can't fuck with you. I'm just being honest. I'm keeping it all the way real. We want to send shouts out to the honorees. On Emoji Night, we honored Catherine Willis. On Kuji Chagalia, we honored BHB, and they came in the house and they turned that shit out. On Ujima, we honored Elder Fran Frazier. She came in and she did her thing, right? Pulled up the young ladies that she had been working with. She had about 3 generations of young women that she had been working with. This is what I'm talking about. It's just like little pockets of shit happening, and it's just a matter of us being able to connect and knowing who to pass somebody off to. Beautiful. And then last night we honored Elder Stan Embry, right? And if Wisdom listening, I'm about to send him a text. If Wisdom listening, that was your principal when you was over there at I think it was 5th Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Cutting motherfuckers' hair and stabbing people with pencils and shit. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Embry took care of you, because boy, Mr. Stan Embry wasn't there. We had that, boy. You would have been marked for life. Good God. So then, far as the performance, Imani Extended, which was 3 generations of the Imani dancers, and the community drum and dance collective, shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Aquaba, was on point. Kai Pai came in and did his things. And like I said, we had and in this slide, the group that was supposed to be there couldn't be there. I don't know what the reason was, but Sister Emily Bailey got up and did her rendition of the story, The Eagle and the Chickens. Turned it out. Give her a round of applause. Give her a round. She turned it out. Now, the first night, shouts out to the Gianni Warriors. Of course, they did their thing. Special shouts out to Cleve. We call him Captain Longwind now. And Brother Tykees, who got up, because now the reason they got up was because they did the Blacher. If anybody got any questions about that, or you want your children to participate in the Gianni Journey Warrior Training, in the Millennium Warrior Training, in Simba, you can get in touch with us and get on our list, our text list. You could text GNJ to 77292 and always be up on what's going on in the community. Always. All right? Also, another community performance that put their foot in it. Children shall lead them. Give them a round of applause. Man. Listen. Now, also, we want to send shouts out to Urban Strings family. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Listen, family. Listen. I thought black folks only played guitars and shit. I'm just being honest, man. It felt so good to see cellos and basses and violins and black children's hands, and they was playing up to date shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought somebody was gonna bust out rapping. I was like, oh shit, it was beautiful, and you catch glimpses of it on Gianni Journey as well as on Columbus Kwanzaa 365. Speakers. We had Brother Yarima came in, did a great job. And like I said, we're working on the time thing. So we ask people to be patient with us. You know what I'm saying? Because especially that first night. You know what I'm saying? That first night is always behind. But we want to send out shots of love to Brother Yarima, because he came in there and he did his damn thing. He put it down like he can. Like we know he can. Shouts out to the poets that showed up on the way. First, let's give Brother Yarima a round of applause. We want to shout out the poets. Brother Ised. Brother Ised, Ray May, Nick Brown, Stephanie Bridges, and Angelique and Lewis. Oh, dang. Okay. But, for everybody that was there in heart as well. We want to send shots. Oh, let's clap it up for them. We want to send shouts out. We want to send shouts out to the Man Franklin Steppers, because as usual, they stepped in, they showed out, and then they took over the party, man. I mean, they sent the elder from their delegation to sit by me and say, hey, we're going to make you an offer that you can't refuse. We got 2 more step songs, and we want to teach people how to step. And you going to make that happen, Sonny. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes, ma'am. DJ, DJ, I don't want no smoke. DJ, make it happen, please. The comedian, Deacon Usually Petty. Deacon Usually Petty came on out and he showed out, done a great job. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We want to shout out all of the food vendors, Queen Table, Harmonious Health and Wellness Services, Ina's Kitchen, and like I said, family, you know, we had the Karamu last night, and the family paid for that. You know what I'm saying? So and everybody ate. You know what I'm saying? And we got some stuff to work out. We got some stuff to work out. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna work that shit out, right? Now, let me say this. The gallery presentations, we brought them into the main hall. Queen Fatima did her damn thing with the head wraps. You know what I'm saying? She actually set people down and had them demonstrate. On point, right? You know, let's see, open mic session, we did that inside. Also shouts out to Sister Roni and Brother Malik. They did the yoga and the breathing piece up in there. I mean, family, we was really focused on health this year. Shouts out to Brother Malik Willoughby and Sister Roni Violet Fire. Right up in there. And you know what? Family, I was trying to catch as much as possible. See, because, I practice a little, we call it the Giambi out there, because, we take shit. I don't care. Motherfuckers don't mind taking, I take shit. We do the Giambi salutations. I freaked it out. And I wanted to see, because Malik is flexible, man. He be doing that, and so I wanted to see him freak out the sun salutation. So I got to wait all the way to damn near next year or something now, because everybody want to, I'm going to shut up, It's a good problem to have. People want to share and want me to solve problems for them and shit like that, and it's a good problem to have. But when I got rarities, like because it's like, family, although I've been watching people in our community that's in my peer group perform, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like I'm at an age now where it's important for me to catch when my peers are doing shit, because I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do this shit. You understand what I'm saying? I really don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do some of this shit. I think Malik is maybe 3 to 4 years younger than me, because I think Necessary is me and Necessary is the same age. Me and Ness the same age, I think. He might have me by a year. But Malik, all those brothers, Allende, all those brothers, Malik and Allende probably about the same age. So all of us grew up around the same, you know what I'm saying? We in peer groups. So when I get an opportunity to see them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, how much, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we approaching our 50s. You know what I'm saying? I know we're going to be rocking for a long time, but I want to see every last one of the performances, right? So I'm just saying. Shouts out to Professor Spira. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. Listen, this dude came in, he talked about a muculus diet. But before he started, he was a one-man band. He's a jazz trombonist, and he got out there, he played the music, then he did a fucking slide presentation. I want y'all to understand, right? This dude, when I ain't just talking about got out there and played a couple of notes. He did some music, right? You could catch him. He got, you can look him up, Dr. Spira, Spira. Talks about the muculus diet, but he's a jazz trombonist, and he provided the jazz. He provided the trombone as well as the beat. The shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then he got up and did a full slide presentation. So we're gonna give it up for Dr. Spira. Last night, family, the sisters unleashed a ritual on our ass, boy. You know what I'm saying? It was dynamic. We had a combination of Hold on. I want to make sure I get this right. The Medicine Woman show mixed with cinnamon sweets. All right. Now, family, we had a full ritual unleashed last night. A ritual of power and healing. And if you was not in the room, you won't even understand. Even video won't give you the, because the whole Medicine Woman piece is like mystery. It's like, who is the Medicine Woman? And you know, Queen Fatima, she does the clothing, so she got different garb that she bring out, and you just got to see it. I mean, and the woman come out and hide their face and do movement, and then I mean, it was. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you know, you trying to figure out the mystery. But, you listen, family. If you ain't seen that shit, shame on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you missed that last night, listen, it was the spirit was in the house. So we giving up for the Medicine Woman show and cinnamon sweets. And man, you better get it together. Get it together. Alright, and it's not over yet, family. It's not over yet. I'm about to get up out of here and go down and do it. But you know, we still ain't did the water song. We're gonna do the water song. I'm gonna do the water song. Let me see if there's any comments over here for me to check. Oh, damn, I'm sorry. Y'all been talking it up. I'm sorry. Alright. Oh my God, hold on. Don't forget, okay. All right, Navita shouted out, and thank you for texting Quasi Low, let them know we on air. Sister Cynthia is laughing. I obviously said something crazy. Let me know if you need help setting up or anything. We should be cool. Yeah, I was there for balance. You know, I'm shy on the mic in front of the crowd, but I said a few things here and there. Shaka said, I wish I could have made it. Who late? You late. I love your live broadcast from Kwanzaa. It's dope. I'm not at Kwanzaa. Healed. Somebody else was there. One love to Mama Bailey for her work with award-winning youth storytellers. Shots out. Big up to Sister Roni for dedication to the community. My grandson plays strings, so he really enjoyed the cello which he plays. Man, those young ones, man, they did their thing. So thankful to all the tribe that shared video, as I have been unable to attend every now. And shout out to Vicky. Yeah, shout out to Vicky Doe Fitness. What's up? It's cold up in here. Shouts out to Vicky Doe Fitness. That's right. So family, let's get the water song. Let's get this toast. Of course, lines are open, but I'm about to shut them down because me and the boys got to get over to the school. We got to get stuff ready because it's Kwanzaa time. It's Kwanzaa time. It's Kwanzaa time, y'all. It's Kwanzaa time. It's Kwanzaa time. Yep, it's Kwanzaa time. Keep your word. Here we go. Let's get it. First off, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. What the hell just happened? God damn. Everything is just changing. First, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. This is Gani Journey Media. Anime, what's going on? Somebody been messing with my spiritual animals, y'all. I keep cleaving. I tell you to leave my spiritual animals alone, man. I was wondering why everything went loud. Give me a break. We want to welcome you to Gani Journey Media. There she go. This is a Heart of December production. And of course, you know, this is the Daily Toast and Kwanzaa Review. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm.
Mr. Deity.
drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, then drink. Bottle water. So lift your bottle with that water. Lift the cap off that water. Put both hands on that water. Gently pour that water. Drink. Or should we say lift, pour, then drink. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Just move your body. Drink. Or should we say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, lift, toast, then drink. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and sip some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Take your breath. Sip in your glass. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Break down. I know you're like, what's next? What's after Kwanzaa? Hold on. Let's finish Kwanzaa, family. Drink. Lift your glass. Come on, drink the poisons out. Lift your glass. Move your body. Come on. Move your body. Toast, and sip. Drink. Oh, I got that ambrosia today. Drink. I want to thank everybody take the time to listen out. So once again, I'm bringing ambrosia because I got some orders to fill. Family, this one is thick. I had thick ambrosia, but I ain't never had no thick ambrosia like this, man. You know what it reminds me, I told y'all before, peach, the peach syrup. But I know what it reminds me of even more. That Irish moss. You ever had one of those Irish moss drinks? It reminds me of the Irish moss drinks. And I'm wondering, is it because of the time that I did it? Is it because of, you know what I'm saying? Because I did add a new tea. And I didn't think that this tea would have such an effect. So because I got quality green tea. So one of the green teas I went down and grabbed, I seen, okay, I was gonna get a big thing of jasmine. But I said, all right, cool. I'm gonna split the jasmine. I'm gonna get half of the jasmine, and I'm gonna get half of the gunpowder green tea. So I got all these. I got three already real good green teas that I put in it. Then I took some gunpowder tea. And I also took some jasmine green tea, poured it in the mix. Let it sit. And voila. Voila. Alright. So I got a few bottles. I'm doing mostly gallons. Kwame, your stuff is ready. And by the way, if Kwame is out there, Kwame, I did not send you so that you could watch that whole video. You know, that gets into the outer space stuff and the aliens and all that. I sent you the video because I wanted you to check out what they called that code, the Edinkra code. The Edinkra code. That is bomb. And we're going to talk about that because I'm trying to look it up right now. But we got to discuss that piece, family. Now, so what's a good time to get the drink? I'm going to be there by 9 a.m. Says if you want to come up there, I'm going to be up there. How much you want? I never had nobody ask me that. Well, how much do you want? I mean, you kind of caught me off guard, Sister Cynthia. I wasn't ready for that one. How much do you have? How much you want? I mean, you got me stuttering. I'm like, whew, Lord have mercy. No one ever came at me like that. How much I got for you? I got a gallon. You know what I'm saying? If you need more than that, let me know. All right. Let's see. What else? So purpose. I'll probably touch on this one a little bit today during our conversation. There was an experiment. I can't remember the year. I have a video. I'll post the video up. That's called the Mouse Utopia. The Mouse Utopia. You can look it up on YouTube, or you can check Gianni Journey. This is why we need to get the whole newsletter piece popping off. So, family, those of you, like I said, those of you that's serious about it, we got this time during Kwanzaa. I'm gonna be at school all day. Let's talk about actually putting together a newsletter. You know what I'm saying? Because we could use the YouTube video. I mean, all that. Let's build. Because think about this. So we had this experiment. There was an experiment called the Mouse Utopia experiment. I know a lot of y'all probably familiar with it, right? And basically, what the Mouse Utopia experiment was that this guy got a large amount of money for this experiment. So he built a nice compound for mice because they wanted to see what the effects of a utopia would be on some type of beings. So what they did was they built a nice big enclosure for mice. Right? He took 4 sets of healthy mice, mice or mices, or how I would say it, mice. Took 4 sets, 4 female, 4 male, so that the gene pools could be mixed, I guess. You got to keep them healthy type of thing. You don't want the genetic inbreeding and stuff like that. But anyway, and he put them in this enclosure where they had plenty of room. The women mice had plenty of space where they could go and have their own babies. I'm talking about enough room for, 5,000 mice. And he dropped 8 of them down in here. And I think he said something like every 55 days, the population doubled. Every 55 days, the population doubled. And they made it up all the way up to about day 300 and some odd days. And all of a sudden, the population froze. As a matter of fact, it increased the time for it to start doubling from 55 days to almost 145 days. And what they started to see was antisocial behaviors, because the whole social structure started breaking down because of the utopia type environment. Water was provided, food was provided. So they started losing they lost reason to have to get along with each other. So you had gangs of mice that was forming and going around just attacking motherfuckers just because. You had women killing their babies. You had baby mice. You had all types of shit. But then the strangest piece was that he had a group of about 50 mice that he called the beautiful ones, because they did nothing but separate. They found a space where they were separate, about 50 of them. They weren't interested in sex. They weren't interested in anything but grooming. And if he would have dropped the little mouse camera up in there, they would have been taking selfies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they groomed. They had beautiful hair. And he called them the beautiful ones. And they separated themselves and weren't interested in nothing but grooming themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the mice was down there going. I mean, it was virtual hell. Until eventually, at about, I don't know how many days, but I don't think, it was just under a year. Right when the population stopped doubling, the society died. And within a couple of weeks, all of the mice were dead. What does that have to do with anything, Brother Hatem? Well, when you look at the experiment, one of the things that you noticed that was taken away from the mice was purpose. What's the day? Habari, Gani. What's the day? Right? The social structures have purpose. And when you eliminate the purpose, you cause confusion. Which brings me back to another story. I got this one. There was and I want to find this. There's a story about a group of teenage elephants. Male teenage elephants. And a lot of y'all probably heard this story too. Where you had all these male elephants. Oh, you want a couple bottles. Small bottles or big bottles? So anyway, you need to let me know, because I got stuff ready, so I'll have what you want, and if not, I'll be able to get it to you. But it was a show about these young male elephants, and nobody knew what was wrong with these elephants. These elephants, they tusk wasn't all the way developed, so they was like teenagers. So they running around knocking down damn trees, running around raping elephant women. They see humans, they gang up and they'll run the motherfuckers down. They was just doing all types of. They was wilding out. You know what I'm saying? They was thugging. These young male elephants, they was having sex at random, out of season, doing whatever they want to, breaking the rules. The mama elephants lost control of them. They couldn't control them. And the people was like, well, what in the fuck is wrong? What's wrong with these elephants? You know, we're going to have to kill these elephants, right? And then they brought in an elephant expert, and he went through and he surveyed, and he said, man, it's a simple problem. Y'all don't have no full-grown men elephants here. So they went to another park, and they tranquilized a couple of male elephants, full-grown with the tusks, and dropped them off. And in less than a year, the social order was back in line. The young elephants started acting like they had some sense. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, after they challenged that bull elephant, they found out what was up, right? You know what I'm saying? Purpose. Social structures have purpose. And when you break off one piece of the social structure, or you add unnecessary things to social structure, this is why when you look at a lot of traditional cultures, they don't like shit coming in from the outside. It has to be thoroughly looked at and approved. They don't like shit come from the outside. This is because a lot of people think that we just that black folks and other people just accepted European goods. No, Europe forced that shit in. We got to understand what was the Opium Wars about. What was some of the beef with the Ashanti in West Africa and the West? They wanted to overtake the people's culture and start bringing shit in, because the major reason that you expand is so that you can increase the size of your markets. You can get resources, bring them from that country, turn them into something else, and take them back. Think about the Opium Wars. Right? These motherfuckers would take opium out, turn that shit into, what's that drug? Y'all know what I'm talking, heroin or whatever the fuck. So where they be sitting around smoking and shit and try to import that shit back into China. China like, man, fuck that. No. Listen, our trade, our business is done. And when they did that, they had a West Asian tantrum. You know, the West Asian tantrum is where they just try to kill everybody. We see that shit often in some of these school shootings. That West Asian tantrum and shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck up out of here. Family. Alright. I'll work with you, sis. I got you. Alright, let me finish my water and let's do this toast. I'm about to get the hell up out of here. It ain't 9 o'clock yet, is it? Oh man, I'm late. Of course, y'all know this is the unfiltered. Ooh, kind of feisty, brother. Oh, I want this one. I want to try. Let me see. I had it sitting, so let's see how it did. Hold on, family. I had to open it up away from my computer. This is that lemon lime. Well, actually, this is just ginger, because I had a lot of people just ordering ginger. Let's see how it pours. You see how thick that is? Look how thick that is. So I can only imagine, but see, I bottled it up. Hopefully by this afternoon, it'll be a little bit more carbonated. But by the time you get to your third bottle, it'll be well carbonated. It's very, very, very thick. Smell that ginger in there. All right, so family, first giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe, right? From there we move to our ancestors. Got our list, got our super list here. We got Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Texana Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Christopher Pendergast, and Lena, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Flora, Montague Pittman L, Normal X, Sapet, Romilly Kapoor, Dr. Marion Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Kyle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxter Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks, Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend Jay Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sir J. Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Be the Farmer, Augusta Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Bruce M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Eric Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Gerald Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Herder Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Renia Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Bester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Charles Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilamon Aries, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Lopez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jimmy Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Headley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones. That should have been that black. No, that ain't going out yet. Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles. I got to remember to add that. Tim Ingles, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Preston Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., let's say that, Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bette Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Hosella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shechem Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarin Coper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Margaret Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon, we have Joella Giles, and James Carswell. All right, family. We lifted up our ancestors. Great Imani Day, fam. Make it a great Nia. Hey, Kwame, I just mentioned, man, I didn't send you the video. I didn't want you to watch the whole video. I mean, I ain't going to say, that wasn't the purpose. That ain't my thing. But I just happened to be watching it because it was a black dude on Coast to Coast. I never seen that. I used to listen to that radio station. But I was more interested in you hearing about this whole Ndinkra code. Because, I mean, like I said, man, they getting into, because, for those that don't know, the Ndinkra code is a theory by a black physicist, a black quantum physicist, that is the title that he gave to the code of the universe. And I'm looking into the theory, but in it, he's saying that the code to the universe and the way that we program our computers are very similar. And if we master this code, we will be able to change the reality. I'm just telling you. So we lift up our glass to our ancestors because they had the code. And it's called the Ndinkra code, and I'm hanging on to it. And I'm throwing it up, and we say Ashe from their family. And for those that don't know what Ndinkra means, look it up. From there, we salute the present moment, because in this moment, we are doing a building. In this moment is our greatest. This is you at your greatest, family, in your moment. What are you doing with it? Are you building or are you wasting it, right? We lift up the glass, we salute this moment, we say Ashe. From there, we move on to our future, our children's children, on to infinity, family. We salute and we lift up our children, right? We toast them in advance, letting them know, like, hey, we thinking about you now. So we're laying the foundation. We're laying the foundation, right? So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we toast all of our relations. We say Ashe. From there, we toast, this is for you, your private moment. What is it that you need? What is it that you want, man? This ginger, goddamn, smell good. All right, we lift it up and we say, for you, go ahead, Ashe. And last but not least, I toast the most beautiful, powerful, wonderful, and most magnificent being in the room. Guess who that is? That's you. Lift it up and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. The only problem is that it's thick and it's filling. It's filling. Damn. I got to figure out how to get it thick. Now I got to figure out the consistency because y'all know I lost a bunch of scobies. I mean, it's like a Scobie massacre. No one does it better. Man. Shaka, man, I got this thick stuff over here, man. We got to figure out how to, because now we can do thick and thin. Like, shit. Like, what the hell? All right, family. I'm out.